A very good evening to all of you and who are present here. A very warm welcome to all of you from me on behalf of Esquire Composite Ltd. And ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, Esquire Composite Ltd. was established in 16 February 2000. Having the industrial knowledge over 17 years, Esquire Composite Ltd. has focused on its business and successfully established the name as a world-class garments manufacturer under one roof, having a composite facility of yarn dyeing, knitting, fabric dyeing and finishing, printing, embroidery, garments dyeing and washing up to garments making. Making it a right choice for one-stop solution for all kinds of knitted garments. The group currently employs over 7,500 people, serving customers in European and American chain stores, fashion brands, and supermarkets. Ladies and gentlemen, before we commence with the program in this evening, here is a recitation from the verses of the Holy Quran, and I would like to request Mufti Muhammad Iqbal Hussain of Esquire Composite Ltd. to do the recitation.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة يخافون يوما تتقلب فيه القلوب والأبصار ليجزيهم الله أحسن ما عملوا ويزيدهم من فضله والله يرزق من يشاء بغير حساب والذين كفروا أعمالهم كسراب بقيعة يحسبه الظمآن ماء حتى إذا جاءه لم يجده شيئا ووجد الله عنده فوفاه حسابه والله سريع الحساب. صدق الله المولانا العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. আল্লাহ পাক রব্বুল আলামিন সূরা নূর 37 নম্বর আয়াত ইরশাদ করেন, এমন লোকেরা যাদেরকে ব্যবসা বাণিজ্য ও ক্রয় বিক্রয় আল্লাহর স্মরণ থেকে, নামাজ কায়েম করা থেকে এবং যাকাত প্রদান করা থেকে বিরত রাখে না, তারা ভয় করে সেই দিনকে যেদিন অন্তর ও দৃষ্টিসমূহ উল্টে যাবে। তারা আল্লাহর পবিত্রতা ঘোষণা করে যাতে আল্লাহ তাদের উৎকৃষ্টতর কাজের প্রতিদান দেন এবং নিজ অনুগ্রহে আরও অধিক দেন। আল্লাহ যাকে ইচ্ছা অপরিমিত রুজি দান করেন। যারা কাফের তাদের কর্ম মরুভূমির মরীচিকা সদৃশ্য। যাকে পিপাসার্থ ব্যক্তি পানি মনে করে, এমনকি সে যখন তার কাছে যায় তখন কিছুই পায় না এবং পায় সেখানে আল্লাহকে। অতঃপর আল্লাহ তার হিসাব চুকিয়ে দেন। আল্লাহ দ্রুত হিসাব গ্রহণকারী। আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু।
Dear audience, the journey of Esquire Group was endeavored by the visionary entrepreneur of the country, Mr. Mofazzal Hussain. He has a great contribution for the development of Esquire Group. By his dynamic entrepreneurship, now there are 18 companies which are operating under Esquire Group. Mr. Mofazzal Hussain, a man of passion, hard worker, dedication, and visionary person for the future development. Gratitude, sir, for your contribution. And we all know it's a working day. Despite that, you all are present here on this beautiful occasion. Thank you very much. Now, I'd like to request Mr. Mohammad Ehsanul Habib, Managing Director of Esquire Composite Ltd, to deliver his valuable speech. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Mohammad Ehsanul Habib.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Our Honorable Chairman of Esquire Group, Mr. Mofazzal Hussain, my fellow Board of Directors, management and staffs, representatives of Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission, respected legislatures of stock exchanges, issue manager, register to the issue, underwriters, banker to the issue, member of media, distinguished guests from different banks, financial institutions, insurance, merchant banks, and all other eligible investors, ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. It is my great pleasure to attend the IPO roadshow of Esquire Composite Ltd. I must first express my heartfelt thanks to Almighty Allah and all my board of directors and all the professionals who made this work possible. Today, on the 18th of April, of 2017, aside from being an auspicious day, Esquire Composite reached another significant milestone in its corporate history. 17 years ago, Esquire started its journey in Kanchpur, Narayanganj under the flagship of Esquire Group, a multi-dimensional conglomerate in Bangladesh having focus on profitable and ethical business, caring of the people and environment, and keeping future expansion in mind and endeavoring potential growth of business with its existing clients and with the vision to acquire business of untapped market in other parts of the world like Southeast Asia, China, Russia, Eastern Europe, and South American market segments. Dear audience, Esquire is synonymous with the customer satisfaction, business ethics, reliability, caring concern for human, social, and environmental issues, innovation, adopting best practices, commitments, and expertise. Our Esquire Group's journey started by Mr. Mofazzal Hussain back in the year of 1974 through an electric shop named Esquire Electronics, selling household electronics and home appliances. Now Esquire Electronics Limited has established its name as a preferred company in terms of choice to its customer for its splendid quality and service support, handling internationally renowned and acclaimed brands like Sharp, General, and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Limited as their sole distributor, which are very well known to the customers across Bangladesh. You'd be very happy to know that our board has also decided to invest manufacturing electronics home appliances, and we would duly announce once we open up the factory in Bangladesh soon. We have also invested in manufacturing garment hangers, and accessories under the name of Esquire Accessories Limited, or shortly as EAL. Working as a licensee with Brayform, we are one of the major shareholders of plastic hanger manufacturing, having the capacity to produce over 1 million pieces of hangers and accessories per day, and exporting 100% of the capacity through direct and indirect export to major brands of Europe and US customers. We have exclusive rights to produce hangers for brands such as C&A, H&M, Marks & Spencer, and other than that, we also do production under license from Walmart, Lindex, Intimate, Sears, Target, Matalan, Primark, VF Asia, Peacock, and many other customers. We are also working continuously for expansion of this project, and inshallah, we also intend to bring this profitable company as a public limited company, and we wish to bring EL as a listed company in Bangladesh stock market soon. Dear audience, Esquire Knit Composite was established in the year of 2000, and since then it has achieved remarkable and fast business growth. Today, we are a public limited company employing over 8,000 people. The yearly turnover of the company is 450 crore taka, and total asset base is 653.50 crore taka. Esquire has a strong foreign group of buyers such as C&A, Bestseller, Mascot, Chibo, Esprit, TJ, Celio, Next, and more. As a 100% compliant company, we have already been accredited by many international certification companies and agencies, which includes Accord, NABL, SGS, Bureau Veritas, BSCI, Organic Exchange, and many more. Dear audience, last 17 years, we achieved trust and reliability from our buyers. As well, we have got tremendous support from both local and foreign lenders, such as Dutch Bangla Bank, EBL, and also from foreign finance from DEG. DEG, as a German financial institution, have invested twice in EKCL, and also have shown keen interest to participate in the upcoming project as well. Esquire Group believes in the precept, a company is only as good as the people it keeps. And we have one of the best devoted and skilled team of personnel and professional and workforce in the country. These are the individuals with their best ability, commitments, and expertise, with the combination of experience and enthusiasm drives the company. They work dedicatedly with the clients and work devotedly, providing the best results, ensuring customer satisfaction, encouraged by the Esquire Group values. Let me shortly brief you about the RMG industry. Bangladesh, as a developing country and targeting to be the middle-income nation by the year 2021, as per World Bank, job creation is Bangladesh's top development priority to reduce poverty and to boost shared prosperity to achieve its target to be a middle-income nation. Bangladesh's economy is largely dependent on agriculture. However, the RMG sector emerged as the biggest earning source for foreign currency and employment. Industries like textiles, pharmaceuticals, agribusiness, jute, leather, tea, food processing, etc. are contributing to the development of the economy of the Bangladesh. Among them, RMG has secured the top position for both earning foreign currency and employment. RMG sector is not only contributing to the national economy, but also working on human development. It contributes significantly to GDP, women endorsement, reduction of child labor, gender equality, and reduction of infant mortality. In last 3 decades, Bangladesh RMG shaped itself as a preferred apparel sourcing spot in the world. RMG sector contributes more than 13% of GDP of Bangladesh. Many international survey report shows that Bangladesh will be the #1 hotspot for apparel sourcing within next 5 years. The growth of RMG sector has spawned a whole new set of linkage industries and facilitated an expansion of many service sector activities. Bangladesh RMG industry not only propelled the growth of spinning, weaving, dyeing, and finishing industries, production of accessories and spare parts, but also rendered large externalities of contributing to other economic activities like banking, insurance, real estate, packaging, hotels, and tourism, recycling, consumer goods, utility services, logistics, and transportation, and shipping. Future plan of Esquire Knit Composite Limited. The company has vast experience in the composite knit RMG business. Currently, the company has the facility of knitting, fabric dyeing, printing, embroidery, industrial laundry, and garment making unit. The main objective of the issue is to invest in expansion project which shall be constructed on company's own land situated in Bhaluka, Mymensingh, also in Kachpur, creating a job opportunity of employing over 10,000 people. The company has planned to invest approximately 86 crore taka from the operational profit in addition to IPO proceeds and the bank loan. It is to be mentioned here that the existing factory is situated at Kachpur, Narayanganj, and the major expansion project shall be constructed on its own premises situated at Bhaluka, Mymensingh, for which land including RCC, brick wall, walkway, drainage, etc., and ready for civil construction. The proposed expansion shall be situated in above two locations for which land acquisition and development are already done by EKCL, so no cost has been considered in this respect to complete the land acquisition and development. In view of the increased demand from existing buyers and to attract more volumetric buyers of ready-made garments, EKCL has undertaken an expansion project under green concept of its export-oriented composite knit industry at Bhaluka, Mymensingh, about 68 kilometers from central Dhaka, via Dhaka-Mymensingh highway, an existing factory compound at Kachpur, Sonaga, Narayanganj. A piece of developed land at Bhaluka-Mymensingh measuring 1397 decimal in the name of Esquire Knit Composite Ltd, demarcated by the brick wall with the RCC foundation are already procured to increase production capacity of knitting and dyeing by 12,000 metric ton per annum, and while apparel making by 45,000 million pieces per annum, targeting annual revenue growth of US $180 million in equivalent of taka exceeding over 1,300 crore revenue within next 4 years with good profitability. EKCL has been a profitable company since inception and foresees to be a profitable company in future as well, which indicates sharing good profitability for the shareholders upon listing. The expansion project will have facilities for yarn dyeing, high quality knit fabric, fabric dyeing, all over print, embroidery, and garment laundry for ready-made garments to meet the requirements of the buyers. The project shall be equipped with machinery incorporating state-of-the-art technology, energy-efficient machines and equipments, ecologically friendly, and latest technology will be imported from UK, USA, Italy, Germany, and Japan. In order to ensure uninterrupted production, RAB will be used and power generation through LNG and diesel generator facilities to be used as a backup. The total cost of the project is 576 crore taka, which shall be financed through initial public offering of 150 crore taka, which is 26%. The rest shall be financed through foreign and local financial institution bank and international financing companies worth of 340 crore taka, which is 60%, and the rest of the required capital would be generated through internal cash generation of existing business, which is 86 crore taka, or equivalent of 14% from Esquire Knit Composites' own revenue generation. Our current products are mainly polo shirts, ladies' fancy dresses, knitted jackets, t-shirts, and sweatshirts. In expansion project, yarn dyeing, washing, and all-over printing will be introduced together with enhancements of design team to add more value to our existing product line. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, a company cannot achieve its target without vision. Last 17 years, we have devoted our skill, dedication, and hard work to achieve our target and maximizing the wealth of the company. Now it is time needed to expand the business, and your support is very much needed to achieve our goal. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a strong commitment to the economic development of Bangladesh. Our expansion project is devoted to reduce unemployment, creating employment opportunities for Bangladeshi people, and to earn foreign currency for the nation to propel the export growth of the country. Keeping the future expansion beyond the proposed expansion in Bhaluka, Mymensingh, Esquire Group's management also took a major share in one of the largest private economic zones for its onward future expansion possibilities. It is our vision for the company that shareholders' growth is not only short-term, but also we look forward for a very long-term profitability. Dear audience, 3 days ago, we have celebrated Bangla Noboborsho. We wish you from Esquire Group a very prosperous, happy, and joyful future in coming days. Your utmost support will encourage and motivate us to move forward to bring Esquire Composite Limited as your most trusted partner and one of the most profit-giving company in Bangladesh RMG sector. Thank you and wish you a very good evening. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable speech. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to request Dr. A. Mosharraf Hossain, FCA Managing Director and CEO of Prime Finance Capital Management Limited, to deliver his valuable speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. A. Mosharraf Hossain, FCA.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and very good evening to you all. And we are immensely pleased in welcoming you all to this IPO roadshow under book building system of Kia Neat Composite Limited from the end of the issue manager. And you all know Prime Finance Capital is working as issue manager of this particular issue of Kia Neat Composite Limited. You must know Prime Finance Capital has been in the capital market for the last about 20 years. And we have managed more than 40 issues like IPO, right issue, including biggest ever IPO in the capital market under the book building system. And this Prime Finance Capital is being managed by a very strong professional team, you must admit it. And then because of our dedicated support towards the clientele and the professional approach that we are taking in delivering our services, we have established this Prime Finance Capital as one of the best corporate house in Bangladesh, rendering all sorts of services relating to capital issue. And we have got ICB with us as a register to the issue. And the, ICB is only state-owned investment corporation in our country. We are really grateful to, I can see the managing director of ICB Capital, Sohail Bhai, and his team, Jahangir Bhai and the Fazlu Saheb. Many of the members has had the contribution in bringing the company's total IPO process up to this level. So we are grateful to them as they have contributed a lot. Today we have gathered here for talking about the experience, prospect, and then the future plan of the Esquire Neat Composite Limited. And the group has started its journey, so far I know, in 1978. And it has been founded by Mr. MD Mofajjal Hossain, who is in fact very senior and prominent industrialist in our country. And he has started textile business, I think first leg of 1990s, from his traditional electric business, exploring modern dyeing factory in the Kachpur. Thereafter, in 2001, he has explored his business towards RMG sector, establishing this Kia Neat Composite Limited. And at the time of our due diligence visit, we have seen that this company is compliant company, having modern machines and the state-of-the-art technology they are using. And what I have seen over there, they have established one state-of-the-art lab. In fact, this should be keep on record, is unparalleled with any of his arm's length competitors. And what MD also said before you, that they have already employed about 8,000 people. And after completing this new project, another 10,000 employment will be generated, which definitely contributes towards our economy in stabilizing the economy, creating the employment opportunities, etc. And the very industry, RMG industry, the contribution of RMG industry has significant contribution towards our economic development. And MD also mentioned that 13% of our GDP comes from this RMG sector. And this RMG, commonly known as fashion to fiber, in fact, we are layman in this sector, but we are calling it as fashion to fiber industry. Fiber to fashion industry, I think. And this entire RMG sector has employed about 3 million people, and most of them are women. So we could say other way around that this RMG sector is contributing in empowering the women in our society. And then this RMG sector is the #1 forex earner in our country, earning $30 billion per year. And another study he has mentioned, I heard from his speech, that one survey showed that Bangladesh will be the #1 hotspot in sourcing the fashion for the all over world, for the whole world. So seeing this prospect, they have taken a plan for investing further. And they have taken an expansion project of 576 crore, out of which 86 crore they will invest. The sponsors themselves will invest. And 340 crores will come from foreign investment. And definitely this investment, this finance would be less costly. And the rate of interest would be very meager. And definitely it would be beneficial for the prospective investors as well. And residual part, that is only 150 crores is open for you and your public, you as eligible investors. So as Securities and Exchange Commission has given this holy responsibility towards us as eligible institution and eligible investors, for giving the opinion on the prospectus that we have supplied before you, for giving the substantiated observation on it, and we are expecting that you will give give your all substantiated observations for onward submission of the total issue to the Securities and Exchange Commission. And that would be considered as joining your hand as in the tribe of bringing good stocks like Esquire in the capital market. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable speech. And now I would like to invite up on stage Mr. Mohammad Sohail Rahman, Deputy General Manager, ICB Capital Management Limited, to deliver his valuable speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Dear participants, valued investors, representative of stock exchanges, distinguished guests, very warm welcome to you all in this graceful ceremony. It is a great pleasure for me to have you in the roadshow of Esquire Composites Limited. By this time, I hope you all know that ICB Capital Management Limited, country's leading merchant bank, is the register to the issue of Esquire Limited, Esquire Composite Limited. আপনারা ইতিমধ্যে জেনেছেন কোম্পানিটা 2000 সালে নিবন্ধিত। 2001 সাল থেকে উৎপাদনে থাকা অবস্থায় দীর্ঘ প্রায় 1.5 যুগ সফলতার সহিত পরিচালনা করে আসছে। কোম্পানি পুঁজিবাজারে অন্তর্ভুক্ত করার মহতী সিদ্ধান্ত গ্রহণের জন্য আমি আমার প্রতিষ্ঠানের পক্ষ থেকে উক্ত কোম্পানির স্পন্সরদের বিশেষভাবে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। একই সাথে সকলকে করতালির মাধ্যমে তাদেরকে অভিনন্দন জানানোর অনুরোধ করছি। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। এ প্রসঙ্গে উল্লেখ করতে চাই যে একটি দক্ষ ও শক্তিশালী পুঁজিবাজার গঠনের লক্ষ্যে সরকার ভালো মৌলভিত্তি অ্যাসেট বেস কোম্পানিগুলিকে পুঁজিবাজারে আসার জন্য তাগিদ দিচ্ছে। এক্ষেত্রে আমার বিশ্বাস উক্ত কোম্পানি বাজারে এ অভাব পূরণে সহায়তা করবে। এছাড়া আমি বিশ্বাস করি স্কয়ার নিট কম্পোজিট নিট পুঁজিবাজার অন্তর্ভুক্তির বিষয়টি আমাদের দেশে এরূপ অন্যান্য মৌলভিত্তিক কোম্পানির স্পন্সরদের পুঁজিবাজারে আসার জন্য উৎসাহিত করবে। Ladies and gentlemen, I have already visited the factory premises and see the factory of premises. I believe you also will be overwhelmed to see the factory of this company. I hope your support and cooperations will pave our way to success in this regard. Wish you safe and healthy life. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, sir. Due to unavoidable circumstances, President of Bangladesh Merchant Banker Association, Mr. Saidur Rahman, couldn't be here with us tonight, but definitely we miss him. And as I mentioned before, about the starting journey of Esquire Knit Composite Limited, definitely it came out as it is. Now we are moving forward with another new steps. Esquire Group has planned to expand its existing business on its own premises situated at Valuka, Mymensingh and Kanchpur, Narayanganj. The cost of expansion project is estimated approximately Taka 576 crore. We delightfully informing you that the expansion project shall be the biggest eco-friendly and green project in the country. As we are moving forward and stepping towards a new prospects, Esquire Knit Composite Limited continue its journey with great pride. From 2000 to 2017, a journey will tell you about the struggle, dedication, achievement, and hope that we have been gone through. To present our journey, now we will see a short video of Esquire Knit Composite Limited. Let's take a look.
It is an amazing story. The story of one of the largest group of companies in Bangladesh, the Esquire Group. The company was established in 1974 by a dreamer, Muhammad Mufazzal Hussain. He is not only a successful man, but also a man of great vision.
ফার্মেসির ব্যবসাতে আমি অ্যাসেম্বলিং ইয়েতে ছিলাম এনআরপিতে, ন্যাশনাল রেডিও প্রোডাক্টে। তখন আমি ওখান থেকে বেশ কিছু হয়ে এখান থেকে ট্রেনিং প্রাপ্ত হয়ে কারণ মনে করলাম যে নিজে একটা অ্যাসেম্বলিং লাইনে যাবো, নয় রিটেল ইয়েতে যাবো, রিটেল সব একটা করলাম, স্কোয়ার ইলেকট্রনিক্স যেটা।
This extraordinary journey started with one small retail shop, and today Esquire Group has successful ventures.
The journey started back in 1974, just after the liberation, and it started by my father, who started with a very small capital, but he had a big dream, and above all, he had a big vision. He's like an institution, so he actually passed on the dream amongst our brothers and amongst all the employees, and he's such a visionary man that he actually inspired us, inspired the whole of our employee groups and all of us. He always thought about the country, he always thought about the employees.
The company started business with Esquire Electronics and developed a very good relationship with local customers. Esquire is the sole distributor in Bangladesh of world-famous brands such as General, Sharp and Mitsubishi. It has also launched its own electronics brand.
Through our electronics business, we have actually built a very good relationship with the people. You ask anyone today, and you will only get a positive feedback.
After the success of Esquire Electronics Limited, the company stepped into many other ventures, and all of them are running successfully. Esquire Dyeing Industries Limited, Esquire Knit Composite Limited, Esquire Accessories Limited, Thakral Information Systems, and in 2015, the company introduced a new plastics brand in the local market called Esquire Plastics Limited. group's annual turnover is around $151 million.
We worked really hard to reach this far, and we have ventured into other companies. But one thing we always keep in our mind and give us a constant reminder that we need to assure the quality that Esquire has been delivering so far, and this needs to be maintained.
The group has also developed a very good reputation in the international market with Esquire Knit Composite, which started in 2000. Today, Esquire Knit Composite has one of the biggest factories in the country.
Back in 1992, we have started with the computerized yarn dyeing project, and having its success back in 2000, we have started this fully compliant, one of the largest knit dyeing factory in Bangladesh.
The factory is just 20 minutes drive from the capital, Dhaka. It is a fully compliant factory in the middle of a green zone. The large and highly experienced merchandising team is always trying to make sure that customers' demands are met on time. Esquire also has a modern and advanced laboratory, a fact that is greatly appreciated by clients worldwide. This laboratory has all the modern facilities that are required for high-quality production. This lab has received recognition from various authorities.
One of the core strengths that we have while selecting machines, that it has to be environment friendly, energy efficient and productive. So that is the main criteria, and that's why we have selected most modern eco-friendly machines that is available as of today in the market.
Esquire is one of very few companies that has a separate design section supported by all the necessary facilities.
You can have a look, go around, see, pick up, and then whatever necessary you need to make for a design collection.
At present, Bangladesh is known for cheap labor, but that concept is changing. Esquire believes that very soon, international buyers will regularly buy designs as well from Bangladesh. Esquire has always been conscious about compliance issues. It has never compromised on it from the very beginning. The childcare zone is very organized and clean, just to make sure that every child is comfortable, safe and happy. Workers also get full-time medical support. There are separate doctors for men and for women workers. All workers here get fire and safety training. Professional trainers hold training sessions every week, and an accord audit has already been completed. Workers here have separate dining and transportation facilities. A big security team always provides security for every single member of the Esquire family. The effluent treatment plant and the water treatment plant always operate smoothly and effectively. Today, Esquire Knit Composite is successfully serving world-famous brands in different parts of the world and continuously maintaining high quality. This has always resulted in positive feedback from clients.
I started working with the Esquire Group in 1993, so it's more than 20 years. I've been working with the family Habib for all those years, and I have seen the growth of the company. I have had the joy and the pride to see the company grow from a small factory today to be one of the largest knit composites in Bangladesh.
আমরাই প্রথম কোম্পানি যারা ওভোটেক্স স্ট্যান্ডার্ড 100 সার্টিফিকেট পায়। তারপর আমরা অর্গানিক এক্সচেঞ্জ সার্টিফিকেটও আমরা প্রথম পাই এবং অতি সম্প্রতি আমরা ঢাকা ইউনিভার্সিটির সাথে একটা মেমোরেন্ডাম অফ আর্টিকেল সিগনেচার করেছি।
The recognition that Esquire Group has received from many renowned organizations has encouraged it to do even better in the future. This clearly reflects the growth that Esquire Composite Ltd has made in the 5-year period between 2011 and 2015. In the year 2016, Esquire Knit Composites' revenue was $56.65 million. The group has also local and foreign banks as financial partners. Bangladesh has set an export target of $50 billion by the year 2021, and Esquire Group, being one of the largest group of companies in the country, wants to be a major player in achieving that target.
After having all this success in the past, we feel that we have a huge responsibility on our shoulder, and we are confidently working on it, and we want to achieve it.
The Esquire Group is undertaking a project to build one of the most high-tech, environmentally friendly and green factories in Southeast Asia. After all the successes that it has seen, this big happy family believes that there will be even bigger opportunities in the future. It promises to work even harder to achieve all its goals.
That was a glimpse of our 17 years journey of struggle, dedication, achievement, and all the hope we have gone through. It was beautiful, definitely, and I hope you all enjoyed that. Ladies and gentlemen, Square Knit has ensured quality products to the customers within the shortest possible lead time based on optimum utilization of the resources to achieve sustainable growth. We want to make sure that the overall purpose and scope of the business is meeting stakeholders' expectations through maintaining business ethics and caring for the achievement and extension towards green planet. We have another PowerPoint presentation. Let's enjoy it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here tonight on Roadshow for IPO of Esquire Knit Composite Limited, a concern of Esquire Group. I'm Mahbub Zaman, Head of Corporate Planning. I'm here tonight to present the business operations of Esquire Knit Composite Limited. Before we move into the presentation of the company, let's have a look at history of clothing. The findings of the study are significant. A study shows that clothes appeared some 70,000 years before humans started to migrate north from Africa into cooler climate. The invention of cloth was probably one important factor that made migration possible. It was a remarkable move in the history of mankind. Fashion trend in 21st century is actually all about yourself. People use clothes to express their mood, feelings, attitude, and way of life. The fashion of the time is eccentric and makes a statement about yourself. It changes very fast also. People look for variety and assortment in design, in colors, and in fabrications. To react to the fast-moving consumer demands, Esquire Knit Composite Limited has a very simple formula. Never settle. We strive for continuous improvement to add new dimension to the fashion industry. Future of Bangladesh RMG industry. Bangladesh is the second largest garments exporter in the world. In the last financial year, total export was around 34 billion and only RMG export was 28 billion, which means more than 82% of the total export earnings was through RMG export. And we expect that by 2021, our total RMG export will be 50 billion US dollar. We have more than 4,000 factories. We have more than 4,000 factories in the country, employing over 4 million people and contributing significantly in the employment in the country. We expect the growth will continue. Bangladesh's transformation. Economic indicators reflect that country is having a steady and sustainable economic development. In the last 7 years, the GDP growth of the country was around 6 to 7%, which was the economic indicator of economic stability in the country. Bangladesh has successfully managed to become a middle income country from a lower income country. The per capita income currently is around 1,500 US dollar. Government is focusing more on infrastructural development of the country. Banking and non-banking financial institutions are also doing well and contributing to the economic development and financial development of the country. Esquire Group consists of different companies, as we already discussed. Esquire Knit Composite Limited is a garments company, Esquire Dyeing Industries Limited, Esquire Testing Services Limited, Esquire Sourcing Limited, Esquire Electronics Limited, Esquire Accessories Limited, Esquire Plastics Limited, and Thakwal Informations Systems Limited. The journey started back in 1989 with Esquire Electronics Limited. And in 94, the company invested into the unrelated diversification, which was the first automated yarn project in Bangladesh. In 2000, the company invested into the garment sector. And from 2007 to 12 was the years of expansion. In different production areas, the company expanded the production capacity almost doubles. A strategic era. In the strategic era, you can see the entrepreneurial setup, where in the 1980s to 1990s, the entrepreneur set up different businesses. Then Esquire group of companies and business expansion. From 2000, the structural and integral changes were there. From 2006 to 8, there were a professional management team were rearranging the everything of the management. Now, business expansion era started from 2007 to 2022. 16 February 2000 was the date of incorporation of Esquire Knit Composite as a private limited company. Authorized capital as on 31st December 2016 is 2,000 million taka, and paid up capital as on 31st December 2016 is 1,000 million taka. Our mission is to ensure quality products and services to the customers within the shortest possible lead time with optimum utilization of our resources. And our vision is to work for customer self-improvement to serve our customer with best possible products and services and emerge as one of the most admired company in the business arena. Our values are customer satisfaction, business ethics, reliability, innovation, and green environment. Our business strategies are operational excellence, geographical expansion, focusing on value-added products. Our products are basically polo shirts, t-shirts, tops, sweatshirts, nightwears, jogging shirts, etc. And our fabrication is basically we produce jersey, PK, interlock, ribs, thermal, fleece, terre, etc. Nature of businesses, basically under Esquire Knit Composite Limited, there is knitting unit, fabric dyeing unit, printing unit, embroidery unit, industrial laundry, and garments unit. These are some of our esteemed buyers, namely Oliver, Austin, Zara, Bestsellers, Celio, Chibo, Esprit. Infrastructure is total usable floor space is 600,000, around 1,500 square feet. Production capacity for textile, we are utilizing almost 74% of the total capacity of textile, and in the apparel division, we are utilizing almost 71.3% of the total capacity. A specialized software, we use ERP for our production and managerial software, Stage, Proman. For accounts, we use Tally. For dyeing management, we use Labos, Fast React, GSD. These are the other software we used to manage the business. This is our design studio. This is a lab. We have accreditation from most renowned buyers like C&A, Next. This is our yarn dyeing house. Circular knitting machines from Germany. This is solid dyeing machines from Italy. Dyeing machine from Spain. Flat knitting machine from Japan. Fabric inspection process. Embroidery. This is our fabric cutting facilities. power generation and boiler, printing, sewing floor, washing department. This is our effluent treatment plant, ETP, baby daycare, sampling and production department. We have accreditations from world-renowned certification companies like Ocotex, ISO certification 9000 and 14000 as well. Achievements, as you can see, in 2005, our total turnover was 25 million, and in 2016, it was 56 million. So it is increasing at an increasing rate. This is all from me. Rest part of the presentation will be carried out by Mr. Mustafizur Rahman, CFO, Esquire Neat Composite Limited. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Jamal. Dear audience, here is the group financials performance of Esquire Group. Esquire Group, in 2016, Esquire Neat Composite earned revenue to 56.66 million, highest ever the groups, and next Thakral 43.78 and EL Esquire Electronics $31.86 million. This is a turnover trend, always increasing. From 2011, it was 3,760 million taka. Now it is 4,439 million taka. And you see the gross profits also increasing. From 2011, it was 574 and now is 1,027 million taka. And also see the net profits from 2011, 159 million taka, and now in 2016, 309 million taka. EPS in 2011, 1.59, now it stands 3.08 taka. This is the current status of the expansion project at Bhaluka. You can see the pictures. Total land area is 1,397 decimal. And our expansion project will be at Kachpur. The land area will be 142.78 decimals. Here's the 3D view of Esquire expansion projects. You can see already in video. Is a powerhouse, executive bonded warehouse, dyeing house, neat house. It's a green area. Is a full view, bird's eye view. ATP powerhouse domes, garments factory. Our means of finance, initial public offering, 1,500 crore taka, million taka. Own sources, 861 crore taka, million taka. Total finance is 5,766 crore, million taka. Our major financial partner, Dutch Bangla Bank, Stan Bank, and DEZ. Our major partner related to IPO, Farm Finance Capital Management Limited, ICB Capital registered to the issue, ICB Capital Management, Auditor Sek Navin, K Trading CRAB, banker to the issue, Bragg Bank. And underwriters are some of underwriters, AB Bank, National Bank, Lanka Bangla, IDLC, ICB Capital Management. Why invest in Esquire Neat Composite Limited? Positive business growth, sister concern of Renewed Group, Esquire, experience to run the business around 2 decades, skilled human resources, brand new machineries, strategic location of the expansion project, quality products, and a strong customer base. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's an amazing and inspirational presentation. We hope to see Esquire Composite Ltd is marching ahead by valuing life to greater humanity. And now we are going for question answer session, ladies and gentlemen. So far we tried to share some prospective information to enlighten you regarding Esquire Composite Ltd. However, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. So here I invite you all to the question and answer session. Yes, indeed. If you have any query relevant to our today's program, I would like to request you to draw your attention to our volunteers, introduce yourself, and please ask your question. So here we begin the question and answer session. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's start.
Okay, I'm Itrat Hussain. I'm from IDLC Asset Management Limited. I have 2 questions regarding this company. The one is that we have seen the company is mainly centered, the main client groups are in Eurozone. So Euro depreciated a lot in recent times, and we have seen some textile companies with exposure to Eurozone have suffered in their top line. So we cannot see any such trend for this company. Could you please explain why is that? And also, the company's gross margin have increased significantly from 15% to 23%. And the prospectus says that the change in COGS is due to change in wages and fuel cost. However, wages and fuel cost growth was relatively higher in those periods. So how did actually the gross margin increase so significantly? And also another question, that the company uses gas-based captive power plants. So given that the gas-based captive power plants are going to be charged higher rate for gas, so how does the company want to diversify its fuel sources? Thank you.
Thank you very much for your question. Next question, please.
Anna from Lanka Bangla Investments Limited. My question was that the net profit after tax of the company in 2015 was 25 crore. But in the forecast that was provided, it was forecasted that in 2017, the net profit after tax is expected to be approximately somewhere around 32 crore. We know this year that commodity prices are on upward trend, and gas prices are increasing, which will indirectly impact textile companies which use captive power plants. And the utilization of the IPO proceeds won't happen for another 1.5 years. So what is the reason that in 2017, the company has forecasted such strong growth in net profit after tax? And the operating expense and financial expense have been forecasted downwards, whereas the company is going for expansion, a huge portion of which is financed by loans. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Mohammad Jair Haq from Reliance Brokerage Services Limited. It is observed that the flow of EPS 2013, 14 and 15 was maintaining a flat rate, but during 2016 it jumped just like vertically upward. What's the reason behind of it, please?
If you have any more questions, just raise your hand. Our volunteer will go to you and pass the mic.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Kausar Ahmed. I'm from International Leasing and Securities Limited. I have 2 questions. At present, the installed yearly capacity in textile is 4 million and in apparels 24 million. And my question is, what will be the post-expansion install capacity in yearly, both in textile and apparel sectors? And another question is, what would be the expected date to start commercial operation? I'm again mentioning that the commercial operation from the expansion unit. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Salahuddin Ahmed Zahid from Mia Abdul Rashid Securities Limited. I want to know what's the EPS and P ratio of this company. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mohammad Saifuজ্জামান. I'm from Alliance Financial Services Limited. My question is from prospectus. We can see that the financial statement ending in June 30, 2016, the income statement made a provision of 38 million against revenue of 2.47 billion. But 1 year prior to that, in the comparative information of 2015, it made only 7 million provision for tax against a revenue of similarly 2.43 billion. So why did the provision for increased so much in 2016? Thank you.
Okay, let me welcome on the stage CFO Mr. Mustafizur Rahman and MD Ihsanul Habib on the stage to give answer to your questions.
First question is gross profit 2011 15%, but 2016 23%. In spite of captive power increase, expense increases. Basically, it possible we are using as a main raw material yarn. Earlier, yarn price is more than now. So these benefits, for this benefit, we got GP 23%.
Another question was that the main focus of the company is mainly Europe-centric, which we agree. But right now, we have engaged ourselves to diversify into other emerging markets like China, Russia, and right now we are also exploring possibilities South American markets. Besides, we are also, already got some orders from US markets. So we believe that our portfolio will be divided safely between Europe and America. And apart from the euro currency zone, Esquire, as a strategy from the beginning of the business, we never took any orders in euro. Strategically, we always believed in US dollar, and we always took all the orders in Esquire purely in US dollar transactions. So apparently, the euro currency, fall of euro currency actually never done any harm to us. So we were enjoying US dollar, and we thrive to continue our business in US dollar only. And another question was how in net profit from 25 crore taka went up to 32 crore taka. The main reason for it was actually cutting down costs in many elements, especially the power generation what we have. Despite to the rise of power cost, we have done some major renovation into our plant, incorporating all lighting system into LED lighting systems, all the motors, all the old motors that we used to have before. From those kind of motors, we have changed to energy efficient motors, and we have significantly reduced cost in those aspects. And one of the major reasons for getting higher profitability is due to increased productivity, and also due to the raw material price saving. Especially, as you know, in RMG sector, the major contributor for the cost is yarn. Actually, for the fabric. It mostly comprises almost 60 to 65% of the cost goes for fabric making, and we have saved significant amount of money by sourcing intelligently low-cost yarn from various different sources from Bangladesh, India, China, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, so many different countries. Wherever we do, research ourselves, and we do the trend analysis, that whenever the market is upwards, we do advance forecast and we book our yarns in advance, and that's how we secure. So that's how actually we managed to get this higher profitability.
In 2016, EPS more due to the more profit earned in 2016. Next question is capacity.
Capacity of expansion project. Capacity of expansion project is textile 56 ton per day, and garments apparel sector 2 lakh piece per day. Commercial operation we expect 2019. Next, another question is tax provision why increase? all of you know that tax rate increase in RMG sector than earlier in 2006-14. That's why we create provision more than earlier. Thank you for question. Thanks to all.
Thank you. Dear audience, thank you very much for raising your valuable queries through your questions. I would like to inform you once again, if you have any more questions, please place your all queries to issue manager or Esquire Knit Composite Limited Authority. We would be delighted to answer all your queries. You can send your questions to the email address of the company and issue manager in next 3 days, 3 working days. And thank you very much once again. Now it's time for the group photo session. I would like to request all the directors to gather everyone and make this group photo session happen beautifully. And photographer, take your beautiful snaps. Thank you very much once again for joining us tonight on this beautiful occasion, and have a wonderful night. Thank you very much. Goodbye from me tonight.